Hello and welcome to game number 1 of a best out of 3 between Empire and Team Liquid. It is the losers bracket matchup between two pretty big teams, and I will not be casting this by myself. I will be joined by GranDGranT. Welcome to the broadcast. You can unmute.
Thank you. Yeah, I am. Thank you. Big fan of both teams. Ready to see some good games.
Yeah, I mean, this is already a losers bracket with teams that we know are very highly rated. I'm just gonna quickly put up the standings, like what the brackets look like. Basically, we already have Virtus.pro and Dignitas in the winners bracket finals, which is gonna be played tomorrow probably. And then we have in the losers bracket these two teams, Liquid and Empire. And the winner of this one will be going up against No Tidehunter later today. So quite a bit of pressure, and also again No Tidehunter, a team that, you know, in the losers bracket, it's I guess the whole every team is looking very good, but of course, yeah, Liquid, they got dropped down by No Tidehunter already, so they're gonna have to face it again if they are gonna be doing this. Am I saying that right?
Saying
I'm saying that right. And for Empire, they got dropped down by Dignitas yesterday.
That was. Wait, I thought you said Empire won yesterday.
No, because, well, I'm not going to say because I don't think that's the reason, but European West, and then, no, it was first European, US East, and then European West, and US East. And the two US East games were lost by Empire. But not because of the server. Like, the first game they ran a Shadow Demon Kunkka combination.
Didn't go over too well?
No, it didn't go too well, and that was basically their only hope, because late game they weren't gonna match it because it was a lone druid and a lifestealer already up on Dignitas, and when the Kunkka got shut down on an aggressive tri lane, like, well, that was the end.
There we go. We already got the Korok versus Vigos mid matchup.
I like it though, like Puck Queen of Pain, the matchup on itself, like without thinking about players, it can go either way.
Yeah, I think Puck. I mean, I think Puck has the natural advantage barely, but. It really is just, it's whoever controls the runes better, and with the Furion on Liquid, it's going to make his job so much easier.
Yeah, it's, yeah, I really enjoy looking at a Puck and Queen of Pain matchup, but yeah, like you said, I mean, with the phase shift, kind of edging towards the Puck if you dodge it properly, but then again, it all relies also on the skill of the Queen of Pain to be able to bait it out, or not.
Yep.
We are going to have a Keeper of Light being picked up, by the way, with the Nyx, the Wisp Bat, and a Lone Druid getting banned out in the first banning stage. No real surprises so far, I guess. Lifestealer picked up by Empire, very strong one, so they got some late game, they got some mid game, they got a Darkseer, strong control hero, as Puck is also, of course, a control hero there. And at least Empire are not going to have the Nature's Prophet to go for a next bomb, and Undying and Gyrocopter banned out already as well.
Yeah, Liquid's just going to want to ban out like pretty hard supports. I mean, that's the thing Empire left, they realize they have to pick up both their supports, so... I'm surprised actually Shadow Demon wasn't picked up by Liquid in every game yesterday. All 4 games, he was either first pick or first banned, and because they favor him so highly, and especially versus the Lifestealer, is extremely good.
Yeah, well, they're gonna ban out the Bane, so more supports getting banned out there, with the bans from Empire coming continuously carries, and the Phantom Lancer, of course, being banned out. Keep that light on already on Liquid. It's already too much to deal with to begin with, but there's still so many carries still on the pool. But both bans both teams, their bans look pretty standard, to be fair.
Yep.
Nothing really exceptional expected from either team.
It seems like the Bane ban, especially, just because it's really just the Russians who run the Bane support more so than anyone else, and he's so ridiculously good. Especially, well, he's actually really good against Nyx, but they don't really need another support now that they have line.
Nope, and we've seen Lion so much more lately, and a lot of control with that as well, and of course high burst damage if there is a moment that Lifestealer is gonna not have his rage on, or Queen of Pain also not too tanky in the early game, especially if Lion gets level 6. That's very high amounts of burst damage, and just the control that he brings in general on the lane, though he is the squishiest hero well, together with the Crystal Maiden in the game.
Yeah, for sure. And we had a post-game interview after they beat Fnatic using Lion and Roston. Korok said Fluff and TC value Lion and Roston, just the Voodoo heroes so highly because of like just how much shutdown you get from them, so you'll probably be seeing a lot of Lion and Roston pickups from them from now on.
Yeah, we've actually seen a couple of Rastas already, but only when the Lion was actually not in the pool anymore.
Yeah.
Mostly that anyways. And you kind of force your opponents to go for BKBs.
Yeah, you have to, or else you go. What Lion himself has 9 seconds of shutdown just alone. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. A lot of control now. Empire going for Leshrac, a bit of standard combination lately with the lifestealer there. Open wounds, making for easily targeted
5
splitters.
seconds remaining.
So no real surprise yet as Empire. I mean, they could still be going for an aggressive trend if they want to. We know that they like to do that, though with a Darkseer. I'm not entirely sure if they really want to do that, but lineup looking pretty standard. Could also still pick up a jungle hero if they really want to, with the Chen, of course, still on the pool. Enchantress,
Yeah.
Enigma.
No, I mean, we've seen an inburst of Chen play too, especially from no Tide Hunters, so I don't really think Empire has a Chen player
Go
per
black.
chance.
Go black.
Yeah, but he doesn't really enjoy playing it.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I just don't think they'll probably just pick up a support, and I think they will hard tri-lane. They'll want to clash tri-lanes with an AX. He's just so good in tri-lane.
Yeah, they actually picked up an Enigma yesterday in the game. It was a long time since I've seen that one, but there was just not enough damage in that game to go through black hole targets. Though this time they've got a Queen of Pain and a Leshrac, so looking pretty decent already if they choose to do that. As far as Liquid goes, they've got themselves a Puck solo mid. They've got themselves a carry needed to go together with the Keeper of Light and the Lion. And I actually, I've seen Weaver being banned out quite a few times.
Yeah,
but not picked up that often.
He's just he's an elusive hero, and especially with the Lion already being picked up, they know Empire can't take it. He's just so hard to shut down. They don't really have a stuns on Empire besides the Leshrac, which good luck landing that stun without a follow-up.
And they're not even going to go for another stun, but they are going to go for more control.
Yep.
Silencer is going to be picked up as a support here. And Silence, yeah, it could work out nicely. I mean, Liquid's lineup is very reliant on that mobility, on that evasion, as you just said, for the Weaver and the Puck is very important, and Lion, of course, can't really control anything. But then again, they only have a very short period of time to try and pump out all their spells, and without any shutdown, well, they have got a Split Earth, but that's basically gonna be reliant on Silent landing that properly.
Yeah. Also, I have my fan on. Can you hear it? I can turn it off. I forgot I had it on. I don't know if you hear it.
Now that you mention it, I can hear something on the background, but I think it will be more important for the people on the stream if they can hear it or not. They can normally hear my co-casters better than I can hear them, so maybe they can hear it. And by the way, are you also having your microphone turned inside the game client?
Yeah, it's on.
Cool.
All right, be right back. Let me turn it off.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll take the time to introduce Empire then, because we're gonna have Scandal playing the Darkseer, no surprises on anybody of Empire's heroes. I have to say, we're gonna have Blow Your Brain playing the Lifestealer, Vigos on his signature Queen of Pain with the Goblack on the Silencer, and last is gonna be Silent on the Leshrac. And you wanna introduce Liquid?
I sure do. On Liquid, we're gonna have all of them going bottom right now with TC playing the Weaver, IX Mike on his signature Keeper of the Light, and Fluff and stuff on the really unique hero Lion.
He's gonna die.
He's decked out, yeah. He's decked out. He was doing it yesterday too. And then we're gonna have Korok mid versus Vigos in a crazy matchup on Puck, and Boba will probably be starting out in the jungle, but I mean technically I guess he is the long lane, but we'll probably see him go to the jungle.
Yeah, he did pick up a couple of tangos, or a couple of branches and actually Ring of Protection, so might look to be maybe a bit more top. But it's not going to be an easy lane for him if he does show himself. I mean, at the start, the Leshrac combination with the Lifestealer there is just not ideal to be hanging around there. You will do more in the jungle.
Yeah, I think both teams are going to go to the jungle, with Scandal going to the jungle and Bulba too. But they both are in their lanes right now, so maybe not.
No. Scandal actually picking up a shield as well, of course. Gonna try to tower skip, but that's gonna be trouble if he's gonna get scouted out, because there is of course a lot of shutdown with just one hero there, the Lion, and a lot of burst damage. I mean, that Shikushi does a lot of damage early on.
Yeah, it does.
So he has to be careful for that as well.
We might be seeing Bulba actually. Oh, they're gonna stop it. He's gonna try to pull the creeps with Treants, but they got the lane ward already, so.
Yeah, they'll be able to take him down. Ooh, what I saw yesterday was a Native Prophet trying to do the same thing and actually making 2 sets of Treants already, so they baited all the aggression out from the teams on the Treants that he was gonna try to get the thing with. At least he managed to block the creep gang, by the way.
That was good.
But then he had 2 other Treants going a different way, and then they wave. It was kind of funny. But yeah, I think you're right. I think we're only gonna be seeing mid lane for now to be the lane that actually has got something that we actually want to see, because the rest is just playing World of Warcraft on lanes with creeps, and unless there's gonna be a gank at some point, which there probably will be, considering otherwise the supports don't really have that much to do. Though the ganking potential of the Shrek and the Silencer is not that great. The ganking potential, however, of a Lion on itself already, if he's level 2. Combined with a Keeper of the Light might be nice, but then again, who are you gonna gank right now?
Yeah, exactly. It's so hard versus a quad band, especially for both teams. It's going to be extremely hard with Voodoo only being like, what, 0.75 seconds to just gank a quad who can just blink away.
Yep. The same thing goes for Korok. I mean, you don't really have shutdown, but even if you do manage to land a Lash stun, he's gonna be able to get himself out of there anyway. But look at the harassment already. Korok taking a lot of harassment. Gonna maybe try to bait something out here. Has got an orb, of course, but it's Vigos that blinks away first. Doesn't want to miss any last hits.
And the thing is, Korok's gonna have a really bad time mid because Vigos was pooled. I think actually a Tango and a Salve,
You're right.
so and Korok didn't get pooled at all, so he's in for a bad time.
Yeah, I guess, I mean, normally, what we've been hearing, Korok, he's gonna be able to get away. What we've been hearing is that the mid lane is normally not going to be won by either, and it's just going to be a wash, and it's going to be depending on the other lanes. But with actually only one lane where players are actually meeting each other, and the gank incoming, Bulba just going to be gank. It's not really a gank. I can't call that a gank. It's just Bulba passing through.
Saying what's up, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we do have that. They're smoked middle though.
Ooh. Well, Lion and a Keeper of the Light. Let's see what Fluffamite can do. Vigos has already taken some harassment. He still has a Salve and a Blink, of course, but if he can get a stun in, that would be good. Here comes Fluff, but the Blink is first, and that's gonna be lightning fast fingers from
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Vigos. Well, I'm not even sure if it needed to be that fast, as you know, coming just walking from the front. Well, there's vision of the high ground. Questionable.
Yeah, the thing is, I think Naix early game is gonna benefit from this free farm more than, I mean, a Weaver, I mean, obviously benefits, but like if a Naix can get a drum phase boots up early and just start pushing towers, it's way more beneficial than a Weaver doing the same exact build.
Yeah, he's earlier. He's ready earlier to do stuff with his team than Weaver is. But then again, if a Weaver is gonna be getting his items up, he'll be able to do possibly more than a. Oh, wait a second, what you gonna do, Scandal? What you doing? I can't get a first blood in the jungle, but
he just wants that experience. So
playing with fire there.
Actually going boots first, which is extremely weird, especially on a Darkseer, instead of going for the Soul Ring.
We'll see. Maybe it means that he wants to go on the bottom lane earlier than normal, as we actually have Silent hanging around there for some reason. I'm not sure why he's here, because this is a lot of trouble for him if he gets shut down.
Yeah, he has early boots, so that's a good thing, especially because Lion's stun is, his voodoo is a little bit longer, and it's going to be impossible when he doesn't have boots, so that's probably why you were right.
Double damage.
Yeah, and there we go. There's the Furion taking a rune, helping out Korok.
Yep, and Vigos gonna have to rely on the courier to bring his bottle. Courier actually flying past the Radiant Ward here, but he is gonna be fine. No courier sniping attempted in this game. We've seen it a lot lately also, but
yeah, Bulba did it like 4 times last game as Furion yesterday. Versus no Tidehunter is actually pretty funny.
yeah, it can hurt, it can make or break a lane basically.
You really can't. They killed Roshan and then picked off the courier. Like it was like 15 minutes in, so it was like a 700 gold for every single person on their team, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, and added to that, you know, if it's on the start of the game,
Yep.
then you're just
No
like
items.
in the mid situation. It's basically do or die. Then you can't do anything without that bottle. Recharge. Can't afford to go back because you miss experience. Might actually be better to then have a support with just bringing the bottle back and forth.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Getting his new bottle. All fine.
Oh, bottle crowing. Thank you, Filipinos.
On the bottom lane though, Liquid has decided to lay down some pressure on the tower. It looks like Empire wants to return that pressure on the top lane as well.
This could be bad for Silent. Oh, he backs up though.
Oh, it gets turned into a frog still. Here comes TC. There goes an Impale, but TP in from Scandal. Illuminate flying through. It's gonna be enough to stay alive for Empire.
Fluff's
so
in
far.
trouble too.
Dire's
Tower
bottom
Bastion
tower
him from
is
the
under
sidelines.
attack.
Vega is looking for action. He's got
Radiant's
himself a
top
Sonic Wave
tower
picked
is
up at
under
level 6,
attack.
meaning he means action, but he's not going to be able to find anybody anymore. Liquid having their team protected. Vega's
I like
not
what he
really
did.
knowing what to do.
By skipping the Shadow Strike, probably until I think level 8 or 9, because I mean, he knows it's almost
Radiant's
impossible to hit a
top
puck
tower
with
is
Shadow
under
Strike.
Yeah. Knows that Korak will dodge it every single time.
I
Won't
run.
even try.
Oh, Silencer up top, so a little bit of
Recoil.
trouble.
He has a haste rune though. This is also trouble for Korak unless Boba can make a change here. Sonic Wave! It is Korak that drops first. Vega's pulling first blood. Wants to go for Boba next. It is Goblak coming back with that haste rune helping out, but Boba barely taking any damage for now. He might still drop though. One scream will do the job. No mana, doesn't matter. Right hit will do the job indeed, and it is a double kill for Vegas. And all of a sudden the game looks a lot different with also one tower
Radiant's
taken
top
down
tower is
by
under
Empire on the
attack.
top lane. Courtesy of Blow Your Brain.
Yep. Boba TP'd in so late. He was like fake TPing to make Silencer pay up the rune, and then Korok win for it because he probably thought Boba was gonna TP, and then he just didn't until after, and it really hurt him.
It hurt him quite a lot. Because the scream of Vigas hurt him a bit more.
Yeah.
Nice long range scream. I mean, I don't think that Korok really saw it coming. Couldn't really try to phase shift that. It was from the high,
Yeah.
a bit of the high ground. It felt like.
And level 1 phase shift, there's literally, it's almost impossible to dodge Sonic Wave because it goes in 2 things of damage. So if you actually force stab, you can get hit by it twice. It's a weird mechanic.
Dire's bottom tower
It's
is
gonna
under
mean
attack.
Vigas is gonna be getting this middle lane. At the same time, I mean, TC still free farming. He's still doing really well. Look at the net worth. He is second highest with Blow Your Brain
Dire's
with the
bottom
tower kill,
tower is
actually
under
highest on
attack.
top of the list of net worth.
Dire's structures.
Yep. And they're gonna take bottom tower.
Yeah. It's gonna be also if TC gets that, which he
Dire's
does.
bottom
He'll
tower
be
has
almost on
fallen.
par again with Empire. Even though I say almost, the difference is actually quite big. I guess
Yeah.
the harassment that TC had earlier on Silent kind of cost him a couple of last hits.
Yep, and Lifestealer, he's not even going for phase, which he just went straight for Midas and Armlet.
Yeah, the Midas of course also helping out in that regard. More farm. It's all about the farm. When you expect more action on the map. Because to be fair, I mean, you've got yourself a Lifestealer versus a Weaver late game. I'm not sure if yeah.
Yeah, what they're hoping for is Queen of Pain has to get, she has to go for a Ginsu first item versus a Weaver.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Well, so far, I mean, he's on the right
Dire's
path.
bottom
He's got
tower
2
is
for
under
0.
attack.
Yep.
And Goblak almost level 6. We might see some more action than that. I mean, with this lineup, we don't really have any like a Magnus or a Storm or something like that really needs to go for those kills, or Beastmaster with those ults that really want to fight. Even though the only one that has that kind of is Vegas.
Yep. I don't think either team wants to force anything out right now. They're both content with just farming.
It's a shame. It is a shame.
It is.
Do have Goblak hanging around in mid lane. Oh, he just wanted to get a level 6, I guess. He now has it, so he'll be able to help his team with that if the time comes. Armlet up already, up on Blow Your Brain. He's really happy with the Hand of Midas, and it's something that TC doesn't go for. So do you think he should still go for that, considering Blow Your Brain got that? Like, otherwise he'll get behind.
Yeah, he's got to fall behind a little bit, but I think it depends when the teams start fighting that first engagement without the drums, because they don't have drums on anybody on Empire, and I think Liquid has to take advantage of that by pushing early towers, but doesn't look like they're going to.
They do, of course, have got a Nature's Prophet, so there is some pushing power on that, and he actually picked up a Hand of Midas just now, so they'll at least have one on their team for now. Getting a bit back. And the pause already over. It is a Europe server, so the lag coming off from Empire is kind of awkward. I could actually check out the pings, as a lot of people normally want to, but
Radiant's
I have
bottom
been told that
tower is
if you
under
check
attack.
pings as an observer point of view, then your ping test thing goes through another server, meaning that the ping that you get from other players is actually higher than it actually is.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I have no clue what you just said, but yes. No, yeah, I get that.
I don't know how
Oh.
ping works, but I just got told this. It sounded logical to me at the time. Oh, they want to go
look
for
at
silent.
Flash is in trouble.
Yeah, here comes the Sprout. Thou shall not run, thou shall not go anywhere. Or unless he does! Unless he does, clears out the trees. Where is he running to though? He is gonna be on the run from Fluff, because Fluff is the one that's looking. On the top side. Look at Empire. Here comes the cavalry. It is gonna be Vegas that jumps in first. The curse goes off as well. Fluff is gonna be the first one to drop. Now IX Mike gonna be taking a lot of harassment and goes down as well. Buyback from Fluff. Nova drops 3 kills already. 4 now on the side of Empire, and it is Shrek that still goes down. TC at least getting 1 kill. It is gonna be Fluff that makes sure that it's not gonna be all for nothing. Picks up Goblak as well. TC running himself out, but 4 for 2. And a buyback for Empire.
Yeah, that was
nice
Radiant's
bait.
top
Was it
tower.
really nice
intentional
bait. At first it looked like he was just getting picked off, and then you could see his team running from the river, and that was just really nice by him.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Because I agree. I thought he was gonna get picked off because he was a bit too ballsy with trying to get experience or something like that. But having all those 3 heroes from Empire right around the corner, coincidence? Or?
Yeah, and the TP in from Korok and TC was a little bit late, but they didn't have a
Radiant's bottom tower
ward
is under
bottom
attack.
river, so they didn't know the rotation was happening.
Yeah, oh wow, talking about ward coverage, look at the wards on the map. It is Empire written all over it, apart from that one top lane, to just make sure that TC can get a bit of free farm perhaps there, even though he's farming on the bottom top lane right now.
Yep. And they're gonna get another free tower
Radiant's
bottom.
tower is under attack.
Yep,
Radiant
indeed, helping out. Level 4
structures are
Edict.
fortified.
Actually, Silent not getting any level in Lightning Storm, which is something that we've seen a lot of teams doing lately just to get those harassments out
Radiant's
more. But
bottom
I guess
tower
that's
has
the result
fallen.
of having a lineup that, like you said, is going to be happy with not really looking for fights per se, even though they just obviously did.
Dyer's top tower
Yeah, they
is
brought
under
it to
attack.
Liquid's front door.
Yeah. Force out a buyback. TC still got a kill from that though, and he didn't die, so that's actually not too bad for him. As Bloody Rain, he wasn't actually involved in that fight at all. But
Radiant's bottom tower.
I
is
think we're
under
gonna have a big
attack.
fight up top. Pink's heading up there. Brown's TPing.
yeah, it's already 4 here from Liquid, but the only one missing so
Dyer's
far is
structures
Korok, and
are fortified.
he doesn't even have a TP, so
nice
he's not gonna be
voodoo.
there. Bloody Rain is gonna be going down for sure. Finger of Death coming in. There goes Fluff though, he's taking a lot of damage. Might be able to pick up someone else before he goes down. It is gonna be TC that already used his time lapse, gonna try to run for his life. Will be able to do so probably as Vigas on the sidelines picks up ball, but global silence. TC, he is gonna go down, or is he not? 32 HP, the silence doesn't hit. TC is gonna live, or is he?
Mate.
Or is he? They know where he is. There's a TP out. 1 hit. Vacuum. Okay, that will do the job. That's gonna be getting the kill. That is the killing spree over from Weaver, as he just got 2 extra kills on the top lane before he died anyway. So not too bad for him. Korok finds himself Vigas, but Vigas is not gonna be taking any chances. Backs himself up. Good choice. Might be the worst choice for the blinking target where he went to, because he is still gonna go down. IX Mike's Illuminate cutting through, and Boba just getting in so he can soak up some experience for that one. And they're gonna be banging on the tier 1 tower mid.
Bulba's gonna be in trouble.
It is Boba that is indeed overwoozing. He is so dead. Vacuum back in for 2. There goes the Scream Sonic Wave. It's still on Fluff from what I saw. Illuminate still flying through. They won't be getting anything else, but again, 5 heroes from Empire to the rescue, to the respawns, with actually also Blow Your Brain in this, as he has got his armlet. Feels like he's ready for this. Puck is gonna be the one that he is gonna be targeting. Open wounds needed. Doesn't want to chase. Wants to go for the tower alone. They get it too. That was the last
Radiant's
tier 1
middle
tower
tower
standing on the
has
side of
fallen.
Liquid.
Yeah, that was a good job. Late buyback by Nags made it so they felt cocky enough to go over the tier 1, then they just picked off Bull because of it.
And that is, I mean, fight initiated by Liquid 2 times. Top lane for the tower, mid lane for the tower. They didn't get either tower. They did get a couple of kills, don't get me wrong, but they lost CC for that, and just feels like they are the ones, like they are, in my opinion, they shouldn't be the ones that try and force things out, because they've got a Weaver, and I think that in theory, if they hang on long enough, they've got the split push, they've got the Illuminated Turtle, and they won't be having too much issue with dealing with Empire if they get their items up.
Yeah, they just need to. I agree. They just need to kind of sit back and let Bulba farm up a few items and try to split push them out.
Yeah, but right now,
Empire's
again,
using a death ball. Yeah,
5 heroes of Liquid in the mid lane.
mid. Smoked up 2 of them.
They're gonna be
They didn't have a.
walking
Oh,
past
but they're gonna
CC.
see it. Yeah,
If someone
What?
is looking at here for
I'm sure they are. They
oh,
didn't ping
yeah,
it.
they are. They are. There's the ping.
They might bait it out. Let's see.
Vegas knows that there's people coming his way. Should know. Gets
Oh,
himself
nice.
stunned up first anyways. Silence up, turn into a frog, global silence and a mechanism helping out. Vacuum into nothing basically. No iron shell up and it's gonna be Fluff and the Korok getting away. Or should they? Yeah, they will. Never mind. They won't. Nice splitters from Silence. Fluff goes down. Korok on the run. Doesn't have a blink or anything like that just yet. He's gonna try to go for his orb. And we'll be able to just hide himself and TP out. Silence is still gonna hit. Doesn't matter. TP isn't interrupted.
Yeah, I feel like if he screamed, because Scream hits. Wait, is that happened in Dota 2?
Dire's
Scream
middle
hits
tower is
fogged
under
units?
attack.
So I think he would
Yes,
have
it
had the
does,
kill
it
right
does.
there. Yeah, he would have had the kill if he just blind screamed.
Unfortunately for Vegas, but fortunately for Korok, I guess. And again, with that encounter, I mean, no pressure from Liquid anywhere else, so the towers are still up in the mid and the top lane. Blurry Brain actually going for an Orchid. Control is what they need. They know that. With Vegas, when you said a Hex, you said inside the Vice, he is actually gonna go for BKB by the looks of it, or maybe even an Aghanim's.
You're right, they have so much control and they're going to get a uncontested Roshan here maybe. I guess they kind of saw him going that way with that middle ward, but they don't know for sure.
No, I don't think so. And maybe they're gonna be able to at least get
the
a
tower
tower
edge.
instead of it. Because can they actually fight this 5-on-5 right now? Oh, they
Dire's
might
middle
try.
tower has fallen.
They might try. Here they come. The ward gets placed up.
He did just use Infest too to
Dire's
heal up a
middle
little, so he doesn't
tower
have
is
that.
under attack.
Korok is gonna be the first one to see everybody. The Roshan's still up.
Oop.
Sentry ward is still there for the Dire, but only barely. So they see TC on the other side.
It's gonna be so hard to do this with Coddle just blasting him, but it looks like they backed off a little, so all the treants are seeing though.
More blast coming through there. Because actually gets shot by that a bit, even though he has clear vision of that channel.
Right now, Liquid's kind of farming mid while all 5 from Empire aren't doing anything, so
Yeah, it's not ideal for either, but it's at least
Yeah.
in favor of Liquid, I guess. They're at least getting some bit of farm. Unless Empire can actually get the Roshan with this, and they're gonna go in again. Now the Illuminate flying through. First actually not hitting. It comes forward perhaps. And there goes the agent. Lifestealer gets it and they run away. It's gonna be global silence up instantly, and therefore Liquid backing off.
yeah. If Korok had his blink there, I think we would have probably definitely seen an Aegis
Dire's
steal.
middle
He seems to be
tower
the
is
one who
under
likes to
attack.
do that a lot.
And he's actually fairly far away still from his blink dagger.
Yeah.
He hasn't really been getting that much. I mean, he's third highest for his team, but the difference between Bulba and himself is pretty damn big.
Yeah, I mean, me and Beatas was talking to me about on a Lion, you like have to get an early blink dagger, and he's so far away from it too. That's why they're having such a problem taking down Quap even.
Yep. He's died 3 times. Is yeah. Normally, as a support, you get that farm also a bit from towers, and towers are not really dropping that fast.
Nope. TC is getting a reasonable amount of farm though. He's still going for that Lincoln, so
At the same time, I mean, there's still a split earth. That's gonna not be meaning anything to Lincolns, and that's basically
Yeah.
the real solid shutdown that they have. A Shadow Strike
Well,
can
and the
knock off the
Orchid, though.
Lincolns.
and the Orchids that Nax is buying.
Yeah, that will help. As in, that will be good for the Lincolns. That is.
Yep, and he has it.
Can't really say it that way, I guess. Oh well. It's actually he picked up. He's gonna go for Manta style.
Is he picked up the Yasha?
Well, he's building towards it. Yeah.
Yep, well, no, I lied. I'm a giant. Well, actually, that's even better versus Orchid then because. Nope, nice kill mid. Because Manta style, I mean, if you get Orchided, you just Manta immediately and gets taken off, so probably a smarter move.
Yeah. If you want to use it against only 1 or 2 things anyway.
Yep.
Manta is best. And that was indeed yeah. Godlike went down real fast. Oh, Korok though, that is gonna be the Orchid complete, but the Haste Rune will save his life. Unless he's gonna be... No, he's fine.
Behold!
He's just farming it up.
Yep.
Wow, he got close to that blink because of that kill too. He went from 800 to 1,800 in about a minute.
Yeah. Well, that will make a big difference as well. And basically, if they're gonna be the ones to initiate, which they have been trying to, then having that blink and the waning rift to initiate and dream coil, of course, as well, then that will be making a definitely big difference because he's basically the only one that initiates for Liquid at the moment because of the lacking blink of Lion.
Yeah, that line though, those max range stuns he's hitting are pretty impressive.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Guess you don't need a blink if you're hitting those long range stuns, but ideal. So, tower gets defended by Empire top lane. Bulba not really getting any split push in just yet, but he did pick up a Shadow Blade, so he will be able to split push a bit more effectively, or at least feel more safe when he's actually split pushing.
Yeah.
Actually being able to be a bit more active on the map, perhaps, without his team being around.
So do you think Empire's stronger or weaker with the Vigos for Phonic trade?
Well, it's tough. I think when Empire have their good days, they have really good days. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. Then I think, like, okay, you know what? Phonic leaving them wasn't so bad. Goes well, but when they have bad days, then their bad days are like really bad, and it feels like they're also not able to get themselves out of that bad day if it's actually like the entire day.
Yeah.
Radiant's top tower
I think them
is
and
under
VP are like that. I guess it's a Russian
Dire's
thing.
bottom tower
That's true.
under attack.
That is true.
Radiant's top tower has
Strong
fallen.
emotions. Yep.
And vodka.
Strong emotions and vodka. That's a combination that's not really too ideal. Oh, they found out that Korok is still there with the smoking up and realized that the smoke up popped. I'm not sure what Godlike is still thinking about doing. Sitting next to a Radiant ward.
Dire's bottom tower
He's
is
just
under
chilling.
attack.
I feel like they actually could have picked Silencer off there. Korok could have.
Yeah, I thought so too. But that's a blink dagger, by the way, from Korok. Of course,
Yep.
helping out.
And Line actually gets mana boots, yep, instead of just going the straight blink. You really do need it for the mana pool, or else you won't be able to cast more than one spell.
Yeah, I mean, basically, if you have a long fight, which in this case it kind of is, I mean, you have a bit of burst damage, but not that real, like, burst, everybody dies burst damage. So the fights are gonna be long, especially with high mobile heroes. So you want to be able to stun twice, hex twice, if you're lucky, and of course Finger of Death as well, and need that mana pool.
Yep. Oh, poor Ike's Mike, level 7, 23 minutes in. He has his mech though, and that's really what they need from him. He's not even there. He's not top though, so they need to be careful.
Yeah, because the Empire is coming in, Surge is up there, TP out for a Liquid, at least for Fluff, but they're gonna be able to catch out someone, probably Vacuum back in there. Here comes Vigos, he infests out, it's gonna be Korok that they find, they already silenced him up, and that's gonna be a kill. A go on the way of Vigos, the other one was TC of course, but he was able to get himself out, Global Silence or not. Look, he got find a way into the forest.
Now they're just gonna try to push the base, yeah.
Yeah.
Ike's Mike needs to start spamming. Poor guy. He was trying to make friends with the trees.
He's got himself level 4 on Illuminate, even though he's level 8 right now. So he's at least got that, and that's like you said, mechanism, blinding light, illuminates. You're done as a keeper of the light.
He needs to start spamming now, I think, and he's not.
Here he comes. Well, the pipe is already up from Empire though. That's
That's
not gonna be doing that much. Vacuum to the low ground. Fluff taking a lot of damage. Will be mech'd up to full health, but no, still going down. Open wounds in the meantime. And Ike's Mike will be dropping below your brain and will be getting that kill for sure. And Vi's back actually needs to be here to defend. Empire is still taking quite a lot of damage, but Korok might be able to finish some kind of job as the Aegis at least get blocked. It's gonna be Vigos as well as Scandal taking a lot of damage with
Nice one.
Yep, that is gonna be still TC on the back end of things, picking everybody up, picking up the Leshrac, picking up Vigos' Queen of Pain, getting silenced up though, doesn't have his time lapse anymore, so if he dies right now, he is dead. Dead indeed, and he is gonna be going out of there. And actually, that was a Gem of Truth that I dropped on the floor as well.
Feed the tree.
Yep.
So that is gonna be also TC being safe again. And 4 heroes dead on the side of Empire. There could actually be one more on the side of Liquid though, as Korok is gonna indeed drop. Can Blue Brain get Bulba as well is the question. Has it open wounds again in 4 seconds?
Doesn't have mana, he's gonna drop.
Yep, and that is gonna be Bulba also. Oh, or not Fluff. Fluff to the rescue. And that is gonna be Blow Your Brain going down.
Nice
Wow.
save by Fluff.
Very nice
Yeah.
save. And overextension for sure by Blow Your Brain.
Yeah.
And that's
I
the
mean,
team
yeah,
wipe.
it did look like a Nature's Prophet. I mean, it looked like a free kill on him, and then free kill for them.
Yeah, and a big one as well, of course. Blow Your Brain was only a second death of the game, and they didn't even get, well, they didn't get the tower. They did get half of the tower, I guess, but they lost quite a lot for that.
Yeah, that was a not. I don't know. Vigos blinked uphill right into TC. And that kind of won him the fight there. Oh, Ike's Mike killing the double damage top and then TPing out.
Oh, he's useful. And he has the Gem of True Sight also for his team right now. I think he probably should be giving it to someone who might be surviving a bit longer, but we'll probably want to counterward a bit first, as we're going to have Korok and Fluff looking for pickups. The last time they did that, they were able to pick up Goblak. But this time they won't find anybody, even though Goblak still went to the mid lane. If they were a second later, we could have seen a repeating of the scene earlier. And IX might bought back in that fight, by the way.
Yeah, he did. They would have definitely lost to Rax there without him.
Yeah. Well, Empire probably not going to be going for that kind of aggression for a while, at least until they have maybe a bit more items up. Because you've got
And
a
the
BKB
Roshan.
up on Queen of Pain, so that's good. And a Roshan. Yeah. Aegis
I think
was,
that's
of
gonna be the next big fight.
course. Bulba, what you gonna do there?
Oh, look at Sam. Yep, there's Bulba. He's gonna get the courier again.
Oh, poor Dodo
Dire's courier has been killed.
with the Shadow Blade hit. Don't
Really
need
smart.
more than one.
It can make, it's not, I mean, even this late, I mean, it's 200 free gold to everybody. It's just annoying, though. You might have to go back to base to pick up your recipe or something.
It can just delay the entire play that you want to do. Like if you're waiting for a specific item or something. Then delay yourself from spending gold, perhaps as well. But at least it was on the way back.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing for Empire, I guess, if you can call a courier dying a good thing.
Yeah, he killed a heart recipe for the PL. I think it was against Fnatic, actually, so he delayed their heart and it kind of ended up winning them the game.
Small plays mean big differences sometimes.
Radiant's middle tower is under
And Sam
attack.
is a small-time player. Bulba, sorry.
Radiant's middle tower.
We're gonna
has
have
fallen.
the tower still going down, so that was only one tier 2 left standing, but in the meantime, also a tier 2 going down on the bottom lane of Empire, and the top lane getting pushed out by Bulba as well, even though the tower is still gotta be safe.
This is what they have to do, just keep split pushing and making Empire get back.
Yeah, making sure that they can't go for high ground on their base. And if they do, make him pay. 3,500 gold up on Lifestealer, what do you think he's gonna go for next?
I have no, and he has his Midas up. I have no clue. I feel he's probably gonna go for the MKB. Seems like the DPS item choice of most Nixes.
No Desolator or something? I guess.
He could go Desolator, but they don't really. Most of their damage is all magic. He'd be the only one who'd really benefit from it.
Yeah, and I guess most of the heroes of Liquid are already squishy enough. You just have to get a range to attack them and make sure that you don't miss or anything like that.
He might go for AC though, actually. I'm AC or MKB.
No, 2 Minstrel Hammers now in the pocket. Still a Desolator.
Okay. All right, Sheever. Then
Well,
you
I
are.
don't know.
bow down. I bow down to you.
I just call out a bunch of item names and hope I get lucky.
You called out one, and you were right. So, but don't worry. I was doing it to beat us yesterday. He was like, "They're gonna do that," and then I was always right, and he felt bad.
Rightfully so.
Yep, and here's the Roche. They are gonna contest it, or they might just go for the tier 2 top.
Illuminate's gonna fly through already. They know it's happening, or they expect it's happening.
Dire's top tower
Nice
is
pie.
under
The pipe's
attack.
already off on Scandal. He got donked.
And there, now they see everybody. TC coming in, finds the Big Us.
Ready? Let's watch Korok here.
He's gonna try the global silence.
Fallen to the Dire.
Nice
That's
one.
gonna be preventing him from feeling
Dire's
comfortable to
top
do
tower
anything.
has
Basically, would be
fallen.
jumping himself into death.
Dire's
They did trade for a
bottom
tower though, and I
is
think.
under attack.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still bad for Liquid, but I mean, picking up that tower kind of consolation prize.
Yeah,
A ribbon.
and as you said earlier, I mean, they want to split push. Having no tier 2 towers up is gonna make split pushing way more painful for Empire, because next time it's not gonna be a tower that drops. It's gonna be, well, it's still gonna be a tower, I guess. It's gonna be a tier 3 though, instead of the tier 2.
Yep, and he actually just picked up a Scythe, and they look at Vigos pinging mid. They just want to go 5-man mid and see what they can do.
Yeah, they're
Fluff
gonna
gets
have
his
to
blink
deal with a
too.
lot more items, because Fluff, Blink Dagger, Bulba Scythe of Vice, and TC BKB, all in just a matter of minutes just now.
Yep.
And that's gonna make a big difference. And Empire don't know that yet.
It's all about if they get the initiation from say Bulba or Fluff on that Nags, even though he has the Aegis. It could be huge.
Top lane, Silent. He got the first taste of the Scythe of Vice from Bulba.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And that's gonna be delaying Empire's potential 5-man push. Can't go for a
There's no
5-man
push
push if
there.
there's only 4 alive. Liquid might actually indeed do the same thing to them instead. Who needs
Yeah,
split
but he
push?
still doesn't have his BKB though. TC, it's still in the stash. He's waiting for everyone else to use the chicken.
It's a bit sad. Like,
Yeah.
or maybe he's doing it on purpose? Nah. He doesn't have buyback or anything, so that's
Oh,
just be
nice.
careful. Oh, blow your brain! Mechanism trying to heal him up. He still has a rage, has to use it right now. Gonna try to open up Fluffy, kills him off. Who is gonna be next? There is a time lapse from Liquid, from TC. He's gonna run for his life. Will be dropping probably from the Soul Burn or yes, he will. Goblak actually still getting the last hit for that one, and that is 2 kills going with Empire. With Blow Your Brain actually surviving, and even if he died, he still had the Aegis still, but
They're
surviving.
gonna take a racks from that. Yeah, good. TC probably wishes he had his BKB there, or not have it so he could buy back.
Yeah.
Now they're just gonna lose the racks because of it.
No buyback, no BKB. BKB would have been able to keep him up.
Yep.
Sure. Illuminate gonna try to do what he can. Likes Mike, faithful as he is, but
They got one creep with them. That's all they need.
yep. Oh, one creep's gonna go down. But the backdoor protection is already gone now, so they can just continue going for this even though the creep is gone. And they still have the pipe up again in 3 seconds, so the next Illuminate's gonna not do anything either. So the next creep wave is gonna be safe. There we go. Edict helping out, Provocation gets forced out. In the meantime, it's Bulba pushing on the bottom lane. Oh, Korok.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Nice impale up on 2, but they are still gonna go continue for the bears. Look at how low everybody is though. Dream Coil, here comes Bulba, wants to go for Blur Brain, actually not gonna be able to go for him anymore. There goes BKB up, Bigos, Bulba, Trouble, Global Silence once again, super short cooldown from that as Fluff goes down once again. And now can they finally finish up those bearings? Yes they can, and they will be backing off with those range racks in their pocket. The Age is still up, and an extra kill to that board even though Blur Brain, ooh, armlet toggling just in time.
They're gonna have to stay there and help him. It could cost Lesh's life. No.
They're backing
I
off.
feel like Bulba should have just stayed bottom. Look at without him even there, they took half the HP, and I don't feel they could have defended that even with him.
I think he could have gotten, well, maybe not a Rax, but he could have gotten a tier 3 tower, and he didn't really get anything done in the mid lane, and they were able, without Bulba also, to push them out after the melee Rax went down. Yes. But Liquid gonna be pushing on the top lane. Korok hanging around as well.
Yep, they didn't need to keep split pushing. I mean, 1 Rax is not bad, especially when you have a Coddle on your team. You're fine with losing a Rax. You don't want to, but you're fine with it.
And the split push potential, I mean, yeah. I mean, you're still gonna be able to push as hard, if not harder than Empire, even with that lane out there. And Empire kind of relies on having every hero for them being there for a fight.
Yeah, then Bulba actually picking up a Crystallis, so he's going for physical damage.
Gonna be helping out with split pushing as well. They're gonna find Blow Your Brain, silence up, killed off, and no Aegis this time.
That was a nice one.
Nice fast pickup, and 3 heroes of Liquid to top is gonna make for everybody of Empire to gather on the top lane as well to just stop any potential pushing from coming. I guess that's basically the way the rest of the game is gonna go. Like Empire either gonna be 5-man defending or 5-man pushing. We're trying to get a bit of farm outside of their base, even though, as we just saw, might not be the best thing they could have done.
I feel Liquid should have done something there to bait out the buyback from Naix, because he would have to do it, but now he's just allowed to save his money.
And he does have it also, so he would have done it.
I think they should have tried to bait it out. Maybe they didn't know though, and I mean, Empire still has a good 4v5 team with Global Silence and
Dire
Wall.
structures are fortified.
Tower goes down still. It's gonna be Leshrac. Is he gonna go for a very late soul booster?
It's looking that way. He could make it right now. I guess he is gonna go for the Bloodstone.
A very late Bloodstone. Let's see if we can find some new items. Aside the Vice ready up on the Queen of Pain. I think we saw that already actually. Or at least saw him building towards it. The Scandal, Pipe, Mech, and then also the Aghanims. That's basically all you want to ask from a Darkseer. Although, basically the only one that they want to be really copying is TC. And he's got a BKB now, so in the fight's not going to be having himself getting copied that often, that early. Easy. Got a 4-staff up on Ixmag. Level-wise, by the way, Ixmag still 2 levels behind Goblak Silencer. Still the lowest level in the game, with the highest level being on the side of Empire. It's going to be Blow Your Brain. As everybody of Empire is in a train going towards mid lane. The gold graph, by the way, is in favor of Empire, but by really not that much. It's not going to make a difference in the fights, at least. It's going to be all about decision making with the experience graph.
This is going to be trouble for
Working.
they're going to try to force Empire back, but they might not need to because TC they see does not have a TP. Unless Bulba will probably give TC his TP here. Would be the smart
Radiant's
thing.
middle barracks are under
You
attack.
see, once again, he has a TP, but he has got it in his stash. New MO.
Oh, never mind. I forgot they have a coddle.
Oh yeah, they can of course push it. What is that? There he is again. Pushes BKB up, wants to go for silence. Able to turn up Blue Brain into a piglet. Is he gonna be able to pick him up before he can do anything? No, he is not. Mechanism helps out. Global silence, of course, going up. There still goes Blue Brain. Dream Girl up on 3. TC still walking through everybody. Able to pick up heroes left and right. It is gonna be Nature's Prophet Ultimate that kills off the Leshrac. And now everybody of Empire backs off. They still got a tier 3 and the ranged Rex in the mid lane. But they lost Blow Your Brain for that and be silent. Okay, you know what? That's, fine. But Blow Your Brain. Not someone that you really want to lose there. In the meantime, again, Liquid doesn't get anything in return for it. No push on the top lane or on the bottom lane.
Nope. They defended that. They defended it well. I think they were just a couple seconds late. They should have defended it while that tower was still up. Especially because they didn't have Glyph.
Yeah. Well, next time they're going to be forced to TP a bit earlier, at least, without the tier 3. Unless they'll lose Rax. I guess if you're Empire and you just want to do this like the way they have been doing it, like just push. If you get a building, you win the fight basically, even if you die afterwards.
Yeah.
I think if they get this set of Rax, they won't have won it yet because, as we already said, pushing power of Liquid is still definitely there and the potential is still there. But they'll be so far ahead that will be very hard for Liquid to come back from it.
Yeah, and they don't really have like a gyro or PL that can clear creeps like extremely quick. They have a Weaver, and he's not really good at doing that.
Nope. Meantime, I'm just constantly thinking I'm missing items, but I'm not.
Yeah, neither team are really like extremely farmed besides that Nyx.
Exactly. It's 37 minutes in, and at this time I just, you'd expect maybe a bit more on the teams, but not the case. At least.
Are you calling them bad farmers or what?
No. No, I'm just
just
calling them being
I am.
very occupied with controlling the map, and not really occupied with getting gold. Because that's
'Cause you're-
basically
you're-
what Empire is doing. They're taking one lane at a time with all 5 of them. Like that's not going to be efficient, at least not for the gold. Liquid a bit
See,
more
like-
efficient, but still.
Yeah, Empire's doing a good job of keeping the other lanes pushed out. So I mean, the split push of Boba, look at like neither top or bottom's really pushed out, so they don't have to worry about TPing back.
They're gonna go mid. Why would they go mid, considering they already got mid? Oh, they're just using it as an entrance to go top. TC! Oh, very fast Piglet! Sonic Wave actually misses on TC, or still hit. Actually, Boba running himself away. There goes the time lapse. BKB on. Can they take him down? Global Silence trying to help out. We have got Vigos going down. Came up true side on the floor. Gets picked up by Scandal as wow! That was a finger of death for Blow Your Brain. With Korak still picking up Leshrac and Goblak going down as well. Double kill for TC. Scandal getting dropped as well. And the only one who's alive right now is the one that died already and bought back Vigos, and they don't get the Rax. Close. But no stick.
Yeah, he was using the wall. He used the wall micro and almost got it. And Korak just denied all the huts. That's pretty smart. I mean, that is 100 gold.
Yeah, it's quite a lot of farm that you give to your opponent by just those small little buildings. I don't think I've seen people do that before, though. Kind of funny.
What a player.
What a player. Bola already pushing on the bottom lane. I mean, 4 heroes dead, why not? Vigos is of course standing ground. Gonna be holding it off. But Empire again with the push and then the fight not in their favor, and the push not as successful as previous ones. Well, this time they didn't even get a single building.
Yeah, if they would have picked off TC right there with that Hex and Silence, it would have been a different thing, but he just ulted, got his HP back, and started right-clicking people.
Roshan is back up again as well. Let's see if Liquid will get their hands on it this time.
They want to. Ooh, they could pick off these 2 supports middle, and that would make a huge difference.
No more global silence. Oh, there goes Goblak. And Silence getting silenced up. It's gonna be Goblak that will still go down. It's gonna be Vigos actually that gets turned to Piglet. Darkseid Wolf, Boba Gonna get a split earth, gonna turn on his BKB, running for his life, blinding light trying to help out. Here comes Blow Your Brain, they're looking for a target, gonna find IX
Oh
Mike.
no, Mike.
Open wounds. Couple of hits needed, but Fluff to the rescue once again. Gets himself an impale. Finger of Death. Blow Your Brain is gonna go down. With TC on the back end, looking for kills. Can't really find them so far, but still only 2 heroes picked up by Empire, but those 2 might be just the only 2 that they need. Silence gonna be not be able to blink away because there is the Yules and the double kill for Korok.
For your impertinence.
And why go for well, those Darkseer still getting a kill there on Boba, but why go for a Roshan if she can go for tier 3 towers?
I think he did Boba died on purpose, even though, I mean, he gave him 500 gold so he could get a free full heal and just TP back, because he realizes Nyx can't buy back.
Yeah, otherwise he would have done so already.
I think, yeah.
Well, it's a bit of a miscommunication there. It's Global Silence trying to help out. There goes Vegas again though. And Goblag now, together with Scandal, the only 2 left. They're gonna get picked up if they're gonna hang around here, but they're forced to hang around here. Too much control for Liquid. And more control upon Goblag. Buyback for Scandal, but he'll be able to, well, he'll be forced to go without his captain for now, as he is the only one left alive. Talking about alive boys. It is, yeah, it has to be game. The GG gets called. And this, by the way, was of course a game that was in favor of Empire.
Yeah, but server-wise, yeah.
Server-wise, that is. Yes.
What happened? It looked like Empire was just so ahead, like, on all those pushes, and then just 2 really good fights for Liquid, and boop.
That's all they need. That's all they need. The gold graph is... And the gold graph never really showed that big of a difference between the 2 teams, apart from for Empire when they had all those towers down, and Liquid not yet. But,
Next game, he's killing.
Dire's top tower has fallen. Dire's top barracks are under attack.
Well, that was only game 1 though. It is a best out of 3 losers bracket match for the Ritmix Russian Dota 2 League. We're gonna see in game number 2 if Empire can force out a game number 3 over or if Liquid is gonna take it 2-0.
Do or die for Empire now. Well, I think, I don't know, as you said, it's gonna be an East server for, and you know Russians, they can get really antsy, so I think we're gonna see really aggressive play from Liquid next game, unlike the passive one they played this time.
We'll have to find out. Find out any, well, no shoutouts because you're gonna be able to do them after the last game of the series. There we go.
Okay, well, just one for Austin Breyer. It's his birthday, the star carry player for the university where Korok goes. He plays for the college team, so just happy birthday to him.
Happy birthday to him indeed. Okay, let's jump ourselves into the next game. Don't go anywhere. More Dota 2 action coming right up.